myself of this place. Almost there. In Ethergate. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. So bright. It's daybreak. Is that Lady Athena? Lord Ares? Lord Hephaestus?
The majestic palace of Zeus stands resolute and strong, for the combined might of the gods has kept that seat of power safe, even from such monstrous adversaries as they face.
These must be just the palace grounds. Lady Aphrodite, Artemis,
We tend the weak.
Lord Hermes, Grandmother,
Look,
Uncle
husband.
Poseidon.
She arrives.
Fleeting flowers in
Best not to keep your lord uncle waiting. I'll be right here.
the morning light.
May moonlight guide you.
Yes, thank you.
And all
Welcome, young lady, to our family's glorious abode. You have our thanks for seeing to it that the monster Typhon failed to reach us here.
girls come.
And you have our regrets that my lord husband left you to confront that horrid creature on your own. Most of the others are still fortifying the palace. Forgive our rudeness.
There's nothing to forgive, Queen Hera. I am honored to have met you and King Zeus face to face and seen the glory of Olympus firsthand. I owe it to your generous support these many nights.
Come now, Melinoe. We have a shared objective after all. And so long as Kronos sits upon your father's throne, that objective remains incomplete.
Hurrying her off when she only just arrived, husband? Although we've little here for entertainment other than Apollo's plucking. At least our enemy shall be back at our gates before long.
I don't think I can remain anyhow. I need to consult with the Witch of the Crossroads. She may have thoughts on how to rid ourselves of both our great foes at once.
We shall find a means of that, I have no doubt. And until then, we shall be better prepared to meet their charge.
Go on, my dear. We're unaccustomed to expressing gratitude, as you can plainly see. Until such time as your Lord Father and his own queen are restored, there's little cause for cheer, I think.
Troubled times.
Perhaps soon enough.
Beat at the gates.
Queen Hera,
We steal out
Lord Uncle Zeus,
with the weaving.
Great Auntie Hestia.
Sworn to
You did it, Sunshine! I'd say I knew you would, but the truth is, I had an inkling of doubt, especially once I saw Typhon for myself.
He was quite large, I'll give him that. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face like this, cousin. You play most beautifully.
Oh, anything to take our minds off of what's happening. At least you bought us a bit of reprieve so I could play again at all. Typhon is going to be back though, isn't he?
I'd count on that, but I'm going to be back as well. For now, please bolster your defenses and make ready for the monster's next attack. Now I had better go. My headmistress is expecting my return.
Can't you just contact her by boon? I'll bring one forth for you in case that works. And thanks for everything, cousin. That's for you.
May I?
we tend the weak.
I'm unaccustomed to being on this side. I see Erebus, I think. Wait, headmistress, is that you? Can you hear me?
Flowers in the
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. Melinoe, if you can even hear me yonder, I bid you to return. We have matters to discuss.
will break. Our
I have to go now, everyone. Please, take care. and let the others know I'm sorry to have missed them. I'll return. Return to Shadow now. The crest of the Queen. The family stands united in our cause. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Pleased to make your acquaintance finally, my dear. Already had enough of the surface, yes? Well, I promised the family that once you demonstrated your resolve to us, I'd take you under my wing. And I always keep my vows. Look, my dear, it's my beloved husband, the distinguished king of the Olympians, who shall lead us all out of this mess. How goes it, son of Kronos? Any news?
Come now, Hera dear. For all your jesting with me, it can send the wrong impression to one unaccustomed to your dry and clever wit. You see that, Melinoe? Humor is the bond that makes a marriage strong.
The path to the palace. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. That's the sun. Does Kronos truly wish for such a place to be destroyed? Music. Lord Apollo.
The sun shall rise and dawn will
Tranquil music made by masterful Apollo reverberates throughout the palace grounds, piercing the grimness of the circumstances like an arrow of pure light.
He's good.
Welcome!
We welcome you.
weathering all storms with pride.
Salutations.
Indeed. We got that monstrous fiend once more, young lady, thanks most certainly to you. Such courage in the face of catastrophe. And our palace remains safe and secure, and further reinforced should Typhon try for us again.
So that mortal life
You were splendid, my dear. Had things grown any more dire, we were preparing for a last resort a son of ours developed. But the cost of it is high indeed. Thus, you have saved us in more ways than one.
the morning.
It's my pleasure to have been of service to our family, Queen Hera, and to see the wonders of these halls once more. Perhaps we may yet permanently dissuade Typhon soon.
Our fated glory.
And what do you have in mind on that account? Our own research has yet to yield the force that could take Typhon without also taking this entire mountain down. He's even fiercer now than when he first attacked us long ago.
I've gathered useful specimens of Typhon's flesh, and we've been studying how we can use it in our craft. But we don't yet have meaningful progress to share.
Oh, come now. Driving back that monster more than once is progress meaningful enough. My lord husband thought that your first such victory could have simply been a fluke.
Now, what I said, dear wife, was that a single victory against Typhon did not prove more such victories could be achieved. But now you've demonstrated otherwise, Melinoe, and spurred our hope that we shall rid ourselves of this foul menace soon enough.
King Zeus, Queen Hera, by your leave I ought return with what I found, in case it leads to new discoveries about how we can do just that. Thank you all for your continued aid.
You have our gratitude in kind.
Storms with pride.
It's good to see you again, cousin. Just as I was beginning to fear my song would be tonight's sole source of cheer.
Lord Apollo, good to see you too. Please give my regards to the others. I would have liked to meet, but I'd best be getting back.
Of course, you must be on your last legs. The others surely would have liked to see you too, especially your grandmother, but they couldn't leave their posts. Please accept our apologies, and let us help you to return.
Tell Lady Demeter and everyone I wish them well.
Ruling the heavens and the
Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet.
shall rise and dawn.
Return to Shadow now. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. It's dawn. Zagreus, if only you could see this for yourself.
Righteous duty,
The king and queen.
ruling the heavens and
Welcome back.
Don't be shy.
I think the king and queen might like a word.
Grandmother.
Malinoe! Oh, Flower, it's truly you. Forgive me, we must maintain decorum here, but I am very pleased to see you here before me, rather than within the dimness of a boon.
Lady Demeter, the honor is mine. I know that everyone's preoccupied contending with the siege, and it couldn't have been easy for you to be here now.
Please call me Grandmother, although perhaps not here. I was furious to have missed you when you visited before, and was not about to let that reoccur. But you cannot stay, can you?
so that more
Unfortunately not. With Typhon dealt with for the moment, I had best be getting back. I'm so grateful to have met you like this. Shall I see you again?
time.
If the fates have any mercy in their hearts, then yes.
Morning light, the sun shall rise.
Moonlight guide us.
How my lord husband scoffed when first I brought forth that perhaps this deadly witch niece of his, raised from infancy to vanquish time itself, could also be of benefit against the Titan siege. Glad I won that out.
Hera, dear, of course we reached agreement on that matter, else my good niece would not be here now. Though tell us, Malinoe, what news of a lasting solution to our predicament? Typhon shows no interest in turning away.
We're getting closer to something. It's very likely that the means we use to rid ourselves of one of our great foes shall be the key to ridding ourselves of the other, though we have not achieved those means as yet.
You hear that, Zeus? The greatest inconveniences we face may be resolved at once. We so like doing things efficiently.
You need but tell us what else must be done to facilitate this outcome, Malinoe. Olympus stands at your disposal here.
Please hold out as long as possible, for your blessings and support are invaluable. One way or another, I'll be back as soon as I can. Kronos may have reawakened Typhon, but that same power could unravel him.
May it be thus. We'd ask you take your time, my dear, but there's no telling how much we can spare. Nevertheless, tread carefully, and we shall be awaiting your return.
When the
Come back soon.
Till we meet again.
we steel ourselves.
You truly think we'll soon get blasted Typhon well out of our way for good? That'd be a welcome change.
If we can rid ourselves of Kronos, then we should be able to rid ourselves of the father of all monsters too. And I've not been training all my life for this only to fail now.
Well, remind me never to get on your bad side, Sunshine. You ready to head home? Always good to see you, though I'd best get back to singing so that everyone stays calm. Take care now.
We have this.
Come to
We're getting closer, everyone. Please stay safe. Return to Shadow now.
ruling the
They're here.
heavens and the
Young lady,
Blessings to you.
sun shall
Best not to keep your lord uncle waiting. I'll be right here.
glory ours to take.
May moonlight guide us.
we need no guide. Typhon is not backing down, though we shall drive him back. Each night he deigns to threaten us, if that is what it takes.
Either that, or we could probably destroy him, along with this mountain and a good portion of the surrounding countryside. Although, where would we live thereafter?
We needn't weigh that possibility at all, Hera, my dear. Best not to even speak of it. Melinoi assured us Typhon could be dealt with in a different way.
I'd not intended to make promises on that account, Lord Uncle. Though I shall do everything in my power to ensure Olympus stands while Typhon falls. I just need to concentrate on Kronos for a while.
Well then, pardon my bluntness, my dear, but why aren't you in your underworld? We now can hold our own, you've seen, but we cannot reach the Titan ourselves.
Do as you must, Melinoi. We shall be waiting to hear word of your success in Tartarus, and you can count on all our blessings on the way.
Goodbye.
To test our will of no.
Your song is such a welcome sound after a hard night's climb, cousin. It nearly makes me forget the troubles we're dealing with. All this light, however, I'm not used to yet.
We're not much used to it here either for how dark it's been of late. Though let's get you back before it drains you more. Sounds like you have to pay Kronos a visit soon.
That I do. Should Typhon rise again, I shall return. Return to Shadow now.
Is there a wedding date that I should know about, or are you merely being generous with me? In any case, when I'm offered to, there's always a catch, so here.
You truly needn't have, Your Majesty.
Pleased to have finally met in a more proper way, my dear. You bought this mountain of ours a bit of extra time, so we are bolstering our defenses as best we can. Thus, I'm beseeching you to hurry back. Ah, there you are again, my dear. Pity to have only met in circumstances such as these. Yet families all go through their ups and downs, yes? Let me help you help us all. No surprise that Strife Incarnate recently decided to show up as she is wont to do. Eris made good sport of us before. Must think we're fools and easy prey. You correct her, yes? Why, if it isn't my iridescent fan, illuminated even in the night, the easier with which to spot you wheresoever you may be. Should you require my immediate assistance, merely wave it about a bit.
Great Queen of Olympus, I am humbled to have earned your favor, and will do everything I can to honor you.
I'm bound by wedlock, yet you praise me thus. I must say you are full of surprises, my dear. Or potentially just very ignorant. Or both. What a pleasant surprise. We've a long-standing partnership with your good boatman there. I bring mortals into being and marry them off after a bit. He takes them yonder to your realm. Or used to, anyway. It's blasted Typhon, girl. The worst monstrosity you can imagine. Kronos up and decided to wake him from his deathly slumber and pointed him towards us. So what if we cannot die? Things can still be very bad for us.
Come forth.
I think the king and queen might like a word.
Salutations.
Indeed.
You're always welcome on these grounds, my dear, but we are never going to be at our finest so long as the threat of Typhon looms large.
He's gone, at least for now, but he'll be back. That is, unless Melinoi is able to get rid of him entirely, as she suggested should be possible.
We're getting closer.
From highest peak to the deepest seas below.
Splendid work as usual, Sunshine. We're all grateful you made the trip. That's your boon.
Fleeting flash.
Should Typhon rise again, I shall return. Return to Shadow now.
To do our
Come forth.
duty.
It's good to see you, Sunshine, but you'd best speak to Father first.
Salutations.
Indeed.
Again, you sent that Typhon howling to the base of our mountain, though he is likely to return. But perhaps one of these nights shall be his last.
We appreciate all of your aid, young lady, though do not leave Kronos unattended, especially if his defeat is key to our final victory.
Thank you all.
Storms with pride.
By now, you'd probably much rather be where it isn't quite this bright. That's your boon.
We're getting closer, everyone. Please stay safe. Return to Shadow now.
To level with you, girl, I don't know that you've got what it takes to thwart the Titan. But what choice do we have at this point? I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Niece, I expect from you only the best behavior, manners, and performance in the presence of my dear beloved wife, without whom I would be the merest shadow of my greatness.
The truest words you've spoken in quite some time, husband. And I'm more than just your dear beloved wife, aren't I? Seeing as I am the blasted queen. Not that your authority or mine has been worth much of anything of late.
My niece!
Righteous duty.
Best not to keep your lord uncle waiting. I'll be right here.
May moonlight guide you.
Yes, thank you. Another victory is ours. We are most grateful for your service to our family, Melinoi. May your defeat of Kronos be as swift.
And may we soon discover how to put that monstrous Typhon back into the earth where he belongs. Do keep us well apprised.
Still weathering all storms.
Splendid work as usual, Sunshine. We're all grateful you made the trip.
From highest peak.
Should Typhon rise again, I shall return. Return to Shadow now.
We salute you.
It's good to see you, Sunshine, but you'd best speak to Father first.
The sun shall rise.
May moonlight guide us.
Again, you sent that Typhon howling to the base of our mountain, though he is likely to return. But perhaps one of these nights shall be his last.
To test our
We appreciate all of your aid, young lady, though do not leave Kronos unattended, especially if his defeat is key to our final victory.
weathering all storms with pride.
By now, you'd probably much rather be where it isn't quite this bright.
Deepest seas below.
Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet.
So that mortal life.
Return to Shadow now.
We saw reports suggesting that you made it to the lowest depths. I thought perhaps you had prevailed. Though not yet, it seems. A sign of progress, nonetheless. Press on.
Sworn to
She arrives.
righteous duty.
I think the king and queen might like a word.
The sun
May moonlight guide us.
We need no guide.
You're always welcome on these grounds, my dear, but we are never going to be at our finest so long as the threat of Typhon looms large.
He's gone at least for now, but he'll be back. That is, unless Melinoi is able to get rid of him entirely, as she suggested should be possible.
weathering all storms with pride.
It's only thanks to you that I can sit and strum here at a time like this.
Deepest seas below.
Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet.
So that mortal
Return to Shadow now.
They said you weren't cut out for being above ground. Some underworld curse holding you back. I'd not believe the hearsay for a moment, and sure enough, perhaps they merely fear your potential.
Welcome back.
Do our righteous duty.
Best not to keep your Lord Uncle waiting. I'll be right here.
The earth, the sun shall
May moonlight guide us.
We've rid ourselves of Typhon for the time, but not for good. If Kronos stands between us and that outcome, then we urge you to pursue him next.
test our will.
My lord husband does not mean to pressure you, I'm sure, my dear. But do feel free to leave the defense of the mountain to us whilst tending to any other matters.
Storms with pride.
Ready to head back again? Here, let me light the way. That's for you.
Should Typhon rise again, I shall return.
So that
Return to Shadow now.
Greetings.
Best not to keep your Lord Uncle waiting. I'll be right here.
Salutations.
Indeed.
You're always welcome on these grounds, my dear, but we are never going to be at our finest so long as the threat of Typhon looms large.
though perils come.
He's gone, at least for now, but he'll be back. That is, unless Melinoi is able to get rid of him entirely, as she suggested should be possible.
Weathering all storms with
Wish you could stay since you just got here, though I know it's not the time. Be safe out there. Should help you get home.
We're getting closer, everyone. Please stay safe.
we tend to
Return to Shadow now.
I always knew Kronos would return. Zeus kept saying I was fearful over nothing. We buried the old wretch in the depths of Tartarus, after all. But he's a deathless titan. Time, it seems, slipped through our fingers.
Young lady,
to do our right.
I think the king and queen might like a word.
Heavens and the earth.
May moonlight guide us.
we need no guide. Another victory is ours. We are most grateful for your service to our family, Melinoi. May your defeat of Kronos be as swift.
Ours to take.
And may we soon discover how to put that monstrous Typhon back into the earth where he belongs. Do keep us well apprised.
Rome is standing still. Weathering.
By now, you'd probably much rather be where it isn't quite this bright.
From highest
Goodbye for now, everyone. May you be safe and well when next we meet. Return to Shadow now.
Welcome.
to do our righteous.
It's good to see you, Sunshine, but you'd best speak to Father first.
The
Flower.
So good to see you.
And you, of course. The storm has passed. That monster turned the weather such that not even Lord Zeus or I could stop it properly. But now he's gone, and we have you to thank.
test our will.
Thanks are owed all around, Grandmother. Typhon gave in to the combined might of the gods. I merely concentrated our fell strength. Now to press this advantage.
Perhaps not even Kronos can withstand what you unleashed. But be careful, granddaughter. Make certain we shall meet again.
To the deepest seas.
We will.
We tend the weak.
May moonlight guide us.
So that mortal lives.
Oh, my good niece, you were extraordinary, truly. So far as we can tell, no trace of that monstrosity remains. The deed is done. Typhon is dead.
Craning to
My lord husband has been premature to declare victory before, so I shall not believe a word of this until I hear it from your lips. Perhaps not even then.
will break.
The father of all monsters is undone. Not merely dead, but eradicated, using the power of the Titan of Time and a bit of assistance from Father's favored spear, Gygaros.
You hear that, Hera dear? I told you young Meninui was certain to prevail on our behalf. Our family always triumphs when we stand together with a common purpose.
I remain utterly in shock. Well now, girl, if you have truly quashed that monstrous threat, then do prepare yourself for all of us to claim we never doubted you at any point. My lord husband is already starting.
If you had not believed in me, Queen Hera, then perhaps Typhon would have been here in my stead. So thank you all. And now an even greater victory is within reach.
The Titan Kronos. You mean to likewise destroy him using the methods you employed this very night?
If necessary. Though this power that you witnessed was for Typhon alone, and likewise what we planned for Kronos is fit only for him. The Deathless cannot be destroyed unless they threaten the very fabric of the weavings of the Fates.
No time for feasting till the other deed is done then, yes? That's fine. The Titan's forces may grow far more desperate now, a possibility for which we ought prepare. We shall lend you all the strength we can for your own final assault. Take care.
Be safe.
We steel ourselves with the...
That monster, truly gone. You got him. Forever. Not that my faith in you wavered since your initial victory, it's just... I still can't entirely believe it. So now for Kronos, then.
Now for Kronos, then. One encouraging result can often spur another, and perhaps all of you shall have a brief reprieve. I'm certain you could use it.
With Prometheus and such still causing problems, we won't be getting all too comfortable just yet. Especially not while our main foe is out there still. Go get him, Sunshine.
On it.
Take care now.
Now for Kronos. I'll be counting on your blessings, everyone. Return to Shadow now.
You truly rid us of that blasted Typhon. Never have we faced such an overwhelming threat, and all we could do was keep him at bay. Now we have the upper hand again because of you, my dear.
What a bargain. My mum, the Queen, could not believe that you and I had been conversing lately, Witchy, so I had to prove it to her, you understand. Though it seems she wants to be conversing in me stead.
My son Hephaestus need only prove he can exude the confidence befitting a god, rather than whatever it is he exudes instead. He's made himself useful at least, yes?
Grandfather with the king and queen.
ruling the heavens,
Granddaughter.
the sun shall...
Now do you see, my son? Although the Typhon with whom you already clashed is gone, there could have been certain circumstances under which he remained. One fewer now, of course.
And how many of these circumstances are there, would you say, Father? For we cannot expect Meninui to battle to our mountaintop for all eternity.
Speaking of which, welcome again, my dear. We were just having ourselves a bit of a chat with your grandfather. We've not decided what to do with him as yet, you see.
From highest peak...
Oh, hello, granddaughter. I had assured the king and queen that you would be victorious again, for you have been victorious before. Thank you for validating my theories.
So that mortal...
Oh, you're welcome. King Zeus, Queen Hera. I can attest these possibilities of Typhon do appear to exist, having just found one with Grandfather's assistance and eradicated it.
Craning to...
Typhon is closer to a shade of himself now. The possibility of his dominion over Olympus has grown faint, and fainter still with each of your successes. But how many are required, I unfortunately cannot calculate.
to take...
And why not? Perhaps if we persuaded you sufficiently, Titan, you'd be inclined to answer in a more straightforward way.
I have but recently learned of these possibilities myself. Time is flowing freely forth for the most part. My granddaughter merely can ensure that there are no obstructions of concern. At her convenience, of course.
And I would see to that, however long it takes. By your leave, of course, O King and Queen. I ask that you permit Grandfather to carry on. Thus far, he's been true to his word.
We do have something suitable for you in mind, Father, but due to matters of security, our palace henceforth is to be sealed off. Melenwe, perhaps when your mother resumes her yearly travels here, you may come visit again.
We've been such awful hosts to you, my dear. We never intended for any of this to occur. But we have pledged you our support before, and you shall have it for as long as you require, even if we bicker over it now and again. Fare you well.
Onward!
Hail, Lady Demeter. We did it, Grandmother. You fought so hard for me, for all of us. But it must be difficult to see Kronos again.
I shall not dignify him with so much as a passing glance, Melenwe. The Titan would have reached a different end were it for me to decide, but I'm grateful that the outcome was not worse.
From what I gathered, this may be farewell for a while, at least face to face. I'll still be seeing you most nights, if you'll be able to keep aiding me by boon.
Of course. And there shall come a time again when your mother shall be visiting us half the year. Perhaps then you may come along, once every few seasons at least. Oh, and here, to keep you warm.
Grandmother, is this for me? Thank you.
We ought to be feasting in your name as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine. No sign of Dionysus still, and our new guest has drawn most of the attention. Soon we also won't be letting anybody in from the outside.
It's all right, cousin, as I'm not much for feasting anyhow. And we do need to find a place for this grandfather of ours. Do you know what Lord Uncle Zeus has in store for him?
Not entirely, but my impression is he's sending Kronos back into the underworld, to Lord Hades. Apparently they've reached some sort of bargain. So, you truly think our grandfather has changed?
I think he has a different outlook on things, yes. As for me, sounds like I may not be able to return anytime soon. This place truly is beyond compare, and with each visit, you've made me feel welcome. Thank you for that and everything.
Oh, come on, it's all of us who should be thanking you, and quite profusely, I should add. Anyhow, not like this is a permanent farewell. I'll keep in touch by boon, all right?
All right. It sounds like I may not be visiting again anytime soon, so thank you all. And please let the others know I wish them well. Let's keep in touch by boon. Return to Shadow now.
My word, girl. To have delivered a groveling, impotent Kronos right into our hands after having utterly destroyed Typhon. One astonishing feat after another, even for a goddess of your pedigree. How can we ever repay you?
I wish never to burden my mother the Queen so heavy as her crown, but she insists on being here, perhaps believing that my aid alone shall not suffice. Is that quite so, Mother?
Spare me your concern, Ares, and whilst in company address me not as mother. If I cannot trust you with basic matters of decorum, why ever should I trust the efficacy of your blessings? Last resort, which we would have used against Typhon, had you not found more of a targeted solution, merely something Hephaestus has been working on, half-heartedly. Would have cost my son his favored forge, and more. We cannot always reach you in those depths, though your boatman seems to have no trouble at all. Keeps to himself, fends for himself. I quite like him. You never even got to see the palace proper, my dear. It's not presentable anyhow. Perhaps by the time your father's house is back in order, ours shall be as well. I quite insist you visit at that point. At least this was a shorter delivery for your trusted boatman, compared with having to drag our boons all the way into the underworld. Although, he probably prefers it there. Traveling this way again, are you, my dear? Doubtless to put the nonsensical theories of your Titan grandfather to the test. If you detect even a whiff of lies, do tell. Even if we're to be merciful, we still mustn't be fools. keep heading this way when it's your underworld that seems to need more help. The mountain's fine. Well, mostly. Other than these remnant forces of the Titan ruffling our feathers still. I can barely reach you as it is within that murk, and you seem even farther away now. The very outskirts of your father's realm, is it? That's not the customary path into the underworld. I'm to believe that Kronos truly doesn't know where he left the three fates. The weavers of destiny themselves, misplaced and forgotten like some trinkets. They're probably enjoying being rid of all of us.
My command of the heavens is nothing compared to the strength of our family bond. The Queen and I have stood together through worse times than this, haven't we, dear?
Oh, why, we've stood together now through more hard times than I can count. I dare say we're well past due for a break. Perhaps after our present difficulties finally subside. We're headed down to check on your mother and father, my dear. The House of Hades probably could use your touch. If only my own children would be so considerate. Though I suppose they are still aiding you. My husband Zeus and I have spirited debates regarding how you may ensure our victory. He is too proud to seek your help here on our mountaintop, whilst I would welcome it with open arms. So, come along. We goddesses can be too proud to beg for aid. I'd never stoop to it myself. Why bother when my hard-headed sister Hestia shall insist on intervening anyway? And at this very moment, whilst I speak...
Because respectfully, you just don't know what's good for you, O Queen. Sometimes it's ones can't bring themselves to ask for help that need it most. Now, why don't we set a proper example for the latest unceremonious addition to our family?
My lord husband and Prometheus are not on, shall we say, the best of terms, and that Titan has made clear what he thinks of us goddesses and gods. Yet now we're tolerating him to clean the mess he helped create. Absurd. Our family's unity does not come cheap. We all must work together to ensure the bonds connecting us don't fray, or split entirely, as was the case with Kronos. My lord husband knows this better than anyone, don't you, Zeus?
You're quite right, dear, that marriage can most certainly begin to feel like work. It was so easy for us in the early days, but our responsibilities have grown since, haven't they?
Mortals complained their city of Hera was forsaken by the gods, yet here we are, ungrateful wretches. Not had many weddings of late, not many funerals either. Though lots of death, destruction, and the like. Word reached me you've encountered mighty Heracles. Big, thick-headed fellow. You're not to aid him in his labors. Do you understand? He's in the middle of what we Olympians like to call a journey of self-discovery. You've seen the morning fields within your underworld, yes? A solid portion of the residents there are due to failed marriages. Most typically their own. I bless each matrimony that I can, but it can only do so much. This is hardly the first time I've been pressed to intervene on your side of the family's behalf. I've stood my ground. We cannot keep getting involved in each other's affairs. Yet, if you've come to our defense, you're owed an exception. That's Heracles, the Zeus's lad, you know. Glory of Hera. I should be honored. He's just another mouth for me to feed, and one with quite an appetite at that. But I'll keep him busy, sure. We need all the help we can get.
Be on your best behavior now, gorgeous, for I present to you our most resplendent queen. No stranger to the ways of war, or to extinguishing the wretchedness that festers in the hearts of the wicked. Behold, our Lady Hera.
I think we're past the need for such pomp, Aphrodite. But then, more goddesses ought better understand the need to keep appearances, even in troubled times. Especially in troubled times. The Titan Kronos is no father of mine. but your father sprang from him, as did my husband and Poseidon as well. So, now we're all tied up in this little family affair. Each night presents to us a new beginning. Isn't that so, my dear? And on this night, I shall accompany you from the very start until the bitter end. Again, Lord Zeus has reached you first, has he? The noble son of Kronos and his lightning speed. You can't imagine just how quickly he flees from me sometimes.
Not always big on family business, though I take exception for my little sis. She, of all goddesses, has to put up with the most around here. And that's not even counting all this Kronos stuff. How do you manage it, oh Queen?
I manage it one evening at a time is how, sister. Perhaps we shall have to burn the old world down and start anew. But I can think of none more suited should the need arise. I see that my distinguished husband has already been in touch. Well, just in case he doesn't make the sparks fly in quite the manner you expect, I have something for you of my own.
Cheers, Hermes.
Behold your queen. Cold vengeance. I can feel it from afar. I suppose my sister Demeter has more at stake in this than anybody on this mountaintop. Our enemy shall rue having crossed her.
This golden nectar is nothing in comparison to your splendor, Queen Hera, but it's the very best we have where I am from. To your eternal beauty, grace, and wisdom.
You needn't be a flatterer, you know. I aid you not from love, but from necessity. If there's a lesson I can impart, it's that you ought to keep your guard up at all times. Such power you possess, my dear. Whatever it is you did to Typhon, that's a secret to be guarded well. We could keep it for you. Our vaults have never once been breached. Think on it, yes?
To the Queen of Olympus, long may you reign, and may that reign be one of great prosperity and peace, both for your devoted family and subjects, and for you.
Go on, girl. We each know I'm not really your queen. You're not even an Olympian. So why did you drop the act? Or if it's not an act, wise up. This is a complicated world. This night has left me feeling ill at ease, for many of our enemies are growing rather bold. Mortals experience fear when their lives are at risk, but this cannot be that.
Queen Hera, though these exchanges between us must necessarily be brief, I'm grateful for each moment you can spare. I know your family needs you, and Olympus needs you, and your devotion to each is abundantly clear.
Well, my dear, if you find no future to be had in your witchcraft, you could always take up theatrics. For I very nearly believed your every word. Honesty is not our family's trade, but I commend your effort anyhow. There's some feeling in the air. So then it is your doing, isn't it, girl? I fail to see how riling up our enemy shall do us any good. Now you go deal with them at once. Even titans and gods are quite vulnerable creatures deep down. For we are all driven by a most delicate instrument as liable to stir our spirits or drive us to despair, as my dear Aphrodite knows full well.
Come now, my queen. The heart's the strongest part we've got, and tougher than it seems. We've withstood a bit upon this mountaintop, but we can take much more. Especially when our hearts all beat as one.
She's suggesting an exchange. You may not trust me at my word, O Queen, but with this offering of nectar, you shall find I bear no falsehoods or duplicitous intent. You're not just royalty to me. You're my great aunt, and as glorious as I could have imagined.
You're really serious, aren't you? Look, girl, you don't seem to understand what it's like on this mountain. There is no margin for error here, no room to slip, although perhaps you've had a taste of that sort of pressure for yourself. one of the best hopes that we had in this, my dear. But frankly, I had little faith we would prevail, with you or without. So for this once, I'm pleased to have been wrong, and shall not soon forget all that you've done. Much as your father was custodian of all the dead, so are we responsible for the rest of the world. The hour has grown dark, yes, but we have the power to restore. Thanks be to my good sister Demeter.
The time for restoration always comes, as does the spring. But we're amidst a long winter, without an end in sight. We need concern ourselves with naught else, O Queen.
Thank you for holding our family together through the most trying of times, Queen Hera, and for having faith in me to make a difference. May the sweetness of this ambrosia start to dull the memory of our bitter struggles.
That's very kind of you, my dear. But my memory is long and sharp, and I'd not let it dull on purpose or otherwise. Our memories embolden us and keep us from repeating our mistakes. Thank the fates I was not mistaken about you. Near to the border of your realm and ours. We require some additional awareness there, and you likely could benefit from a bit of covering fire. Sometimes I miss wielding a bow myself. First Kronos and now Prometheus are back to haunt us, all because we've failed to get rid of them back when we had a chance. Who next, I wonder? You witches rarely need to come up with a means to dispense with immortals for good. Why, hello. You would have taken any sort of blessing here and now, whether from me or any of my kin. Well, as the fates would have it, you're getting the very best. Good evening, my dear. We're not taking any chances, girl. For instance, we are not above having our blessings transported like common parcels, if in so doing we ensure your victory and ours. It is I know full well we cannot stand on ceremony whilst our entire way of life is under threat. Yet surely my dear son Hephaestus here need not be so uncouth at every opportunity.
Not like you ever taught me proper manners, Mum. Fortunately, I did learn a couple things, even without having a role model like you or Dad around to set me straight. Just watch. And witchy too.
The underworld has only begun, but I would join you from the very first steps. I'd far prefer it to all my other obligations put together, let me tell you. How fare you in your task of late, my dear? Much better than we fare up here, I hope. Oh, all of us are fine, except being besieged does mean we're stuck in closer quarters than I'd like. There's not a moment's peace. Mortal kind must take us for a pack of bickering fools, though they'd never admit it. We shall have to save face with them somehow. I'll ask that Demeter ensure more times of plenty are to come and such. The fates are found. Such a relief. Our destinies are safely back in their hands. I was beginning to fear the course of our futures would forever be ours to decide. Perhaps once we're older and more responsible. Just to dawn soon enough, is that it? That much the three fates can guarantee, but otherwise we can do as we please. Well, fine. If mortals think they can get on without our intervention, I should like to see them try. Had I but known that stout Poseidon went out of his way for you earlier, I would have got here even sooner. The sea is unreliable, whilst my bond is forever. Figuratively, at least. Many potent reagents growing on the surface here, if you know where to look. Mere roots and flowers to the untrained eye. But in your hands, or better, in your cauldron, they'll have you working magic like never before. Fine girls, such as yourself must have suitors. Just don't be quick to wed if you can help it, yes? Mortals like to tie themselves down for the remainders of their lives, but often barely manage it. And their lifetimes are nothing. I saw a flicker in the sky before, as though the moonlight shifted for a moment. But now it's almost like that light is shining from you. You drew Selene down. She would not answer such a call from most. Where is that Hermes when you need him? Have you seen him lately, girl? Always flitting about, impossible to pin down. Ugh, what news could there be to deliver at a time like this? Good girl, to have turned your attention to the underworld at last. It's so humiliating, all that's happened to us here. Least we can do is clean up after ourselves. My sisters Demeter and Hestia and I. Our father was the Titan called Hyperion. Father, by technicality, at least. You don't hear much about him anymore. We should have dealt with Kronos just the same back when we had the chance. Take it from me, my dear. Don't listen to your heart. I know it's difficult, seeing as the blasted thing tends to be very loud. But if you heed it, it'll lead you straight to your mistakes more often than not. My mood darkens again, my dear, although it makes me rather generous, I think. Here then, the finest of my blessings. Go on and tie some knots. How about we break ourselves out of this rot, girl? So here. This is the best I've got for you for now. Do make the most of it. Aphrodite has quite gleefully informed me that you and certain friends of yours have grown quite close. Well, if one thing leads to another, and you decide to make a serious commitment, I should be only too pleased to oblige. The Witch of the Crossroads evidently raised you well. The younger generation here, they lack in character, and their manners oft leave much to be desired. Almost as though my generation did not set the best example. The goddess of love, always one step ahead of me. How many mortals do you suppose would seek me out to bless their wedding vows had Aphrodite not already worked her charms on them? It seems our strengths go hand in hand. Blame them, but some mortals have grown skeptical about our governance. They have this newfangled idea of luck, strokes of fortune from thin air, sheer mindless happenstance, not the work of gods or the three fates. You've seen the state our poor mountain is in. The embarrassing inventions of Hephaestus run as rampant as our enemies. Some of us remain cooped up in the palace of Zeus, away from it all. Quite lovely here, at least. Obligation to your father here. Each mortal death adds to the population of the underworld, after all. I tried to do my blasted part to curb the flow a bit. Have you any idea how onerous it is for mortals to give birth?
Of late, even my radiant young sister must sully her delicate hands in all the field work that must be done. She is even beginning to take to it. Aren't you, Hera, our queen?
Demeter, these hands have seen more than you know. I simply do not flaunt the hardships I've endured. One can be as strong as a rock without taking on its texture. I'm pleased to see that you're agreeable with Hestia, my dear. Her temper and my own don't often mesh, but I respect her wisdom and her power to simply burn everything down if and when necessary. Single, capable combatant striking our enemies from their exposed flanks may be just what we require to drive them back. Looks like you're up for the job tonight. Ever think of having children of your own, my dear? If so, perhaps you're thinking twice after all this. But we shall need another generation soon enough, and it may as well come from good stock. We might not care for it, but there's a certain power to being underestimated constantly. Right, girl? Let them think what they want. My blessings aren't merely for couples about to tie the knot. I realize this may seem odd coming from me, my dear, but from one goddess to another. Do not rush into marriage, as much as it may seem a wondrous idea. Consider my example. and I'm the blasted goddess of marriage herself. Do find a mate who pays you proper compliments, girl. My lord husband, why, he calls me ox-eyed Lady Hera now and then. Says I've the big, beautiful eyes of a large bovine, ever the romantic that he is. I know something of witchcraft myself, girl. A subtle art, and therein lies its strength. Easy to disbelieve or to dismiss as mere coincidence. But true power need not assert itself. If ever you wondered whence came all the wretches in your underworld, there are such mortals who see it as our responsibility to protect them. Can you believe it? The blessings that my kin and I bestow, why, they're a bit like children, I suppose. You don't always get the kind you want, but if you're clever, you can make them work. One thing I've learned, my dear, is that forever is a very long time. It seems to me that nothing truly lasts forever anymore. Perhaps that is why we find ourselves in this particular predicament. Our great big family, why, we would have been just a small fraction of the size if not for my husband's escapades. So many delightful children in my life as a result. You seem adept at keeping distance from your enemies. I once excelled at this myself, although I favored an arrow through the heart over magic, which I found rather unreliable. But whatever works for you. For all his foibles, my husband makes a dangerous adversary. Why else do you think we've ruled for however many eons it's been? Zeus, doubtless, has his enemies, but few are brave or misguided enough to let on. At least Lord Ares is back to where it's easier for me to keep an eye on him. Come, my son, let's make ourselves somewhat presentable for the benefit of my niece there.
It shall be as you wish, O Queen. I am honored that you sought me out, and trust our kin shall be most grateful to you in turn, as the vessel of the sum of our wrath.
I always wanted a little girl, you know. But I got Ares, Hephaestus. Zeus's girls, Athena and Artemis, stay well afield of me, and Aphrodite, she does what she wants. Some family we are. Lord Zeus and I, we've known each other for a time. A regular old married couple we are. And yet, such awful things are often said of us. I try to brush it off. No couple is beyond reproach. Certainly not one that survived as long as we. Well, this has been a real journey, hasn't it, my dear? I may be briefer with you hence, as other matters increasingly demand my attention. Though you'll have my blessings for as long as you require. Golden Apollo already offered you his aid, has he now? Always so eager to please. I find his constant doting bothersome. But doubtless you're more tolerant than I. Remember, girl, this world is ours by right. The fates themselves decided it. Now Kronos seeks to overthrow our reign. He already had his opportunity to rule. There is no going back to how things were.
In Ethergate. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. So bright. It's daybreak.
Few ever have laid eyes on the glorious palace of the King of the Olympians, as only those deemed worthy may enter, or even locate it amongst the mountain peaks.
Well, here it is. Is that?
Look, husband.
She arrives.
best not to keep your Lord Uncle waiting. I'll be right here.
May moonlight guide you.
Yes, thank you. Welcome, young lady, to our family's glorious abode. You have our thanks for seeing to it that the monster Typhon failed to reach us here.
And you have our regrets that my lord husband left you to confront that horrid creature on your own. Most of the others are still fortifying the palace. Forgive our rudeness.
There's nothing to forgive, Queen Hera. I am honored to have met you and King Zeus face to face and seen the glory of Olympus firsthand. I owe it to your generous support these many nights.
Come now, Melinoe. We have a shared objective after all. And so long as Kronos sits upon your father's throne, that objective remains incomplete.
Hurrying her off when she only just arrived, husband? Although we've little here for entertainment other than Apollo's plucking. At least our enemy shall be back at our gates before long.
I don't think I can remain anyhow. I need to consult with the Witch of the Crossroads. She may have thoughts on how to rid ourselves of both our great foes at once.
We shall find a means of that, I have no doubt. And until then, we shall be better prepared to meet their charge.
Go on, my dear. We're unaccustomed to expressing gratitude, as you can plainly see. Until such time as your Lord Father and his own queen are restored, there's little cause for cheer, I think.
Perhaps soon enough.
You did it, Sunshine! I'd say I knew you would, but the truth is, I had an inkling of doubt. Especially once I saw Typhon for myself.
He was quite large, I'll give him that. It's a pleasure to finally meet you face to face like this, cousin. You play most beautifully.
Oh, anything to take our minds off of what's happening. At least you bought us a bit of reprieve so I could play again at all. Typhon is going to be back though, isn't he?
I'd count on that, but I'm going to be back as well. For now, please bolster your defenses and make ready for the monster's next attack. Now I had better go. My headmistress is expecting my return.
Can't you just contact her by boon? I'll bring one forth for you in case that works. And thanks for everything, cousin. That's for you.
May I? I'm unaccustomed to being on this side. I see Erebus, I think. Wait, headmistress, is that you? Can you hear me?
In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. Melinoe, if you can even hear me yonder, I bid you to return. We have matters to discuss.
I have to go now, everyone. Please, take care, and let the others know I'm sorry to have missed them. I'll return. Return to Shadow now.